today. From Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now, Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for the former 49er, Raheem Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 16. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On play action, now Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the 27, Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks.
So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. McLeod to return it. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Garoppolo now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
first down. This is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Gold is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dolphins offense returning to the field. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Ready, black, 95. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Down to an ego goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.